Hey guys, so I got this preview of the Shawn Ryan show that's coming up tomorrow, and I wanted to share it with you guys. He's doing an interview with Father Chad Rapperger. I like what you say his name. And they're going to be discussing Bible topics, and they're also going to be talking about angels and demons. So I thought you guys might want to check the preview out. Then tomorrow the full interview will come out. So don't miss that. It should be really good. Usually he's had a couple of priests on talking about exorcism and demons and angels and different things, and of course God. So um, I just thought it would probably be a really interesting interview. So I wanted to share it with you guys.
Seems to come down to human sacrifice.
That's right.
And I don't think it matters who walks into that office. It is going to be somebody under heavy diabolical influence, maybe even straight Satanism.
The principle of religious violence is particularly disgusting, especially in the United States of America. And as a devout Christian, I would say it's one of the most anti-Christian things and anti-American things that you could do.
He urged us to tell our troops that this was all part of God's divine plan, and he specifically referenced numerous citations out of the book of Revelations referring to Armageddon and the imminent return of Jesus Christ. He said that President Trump had been anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to earth.
This is no longer a battle of ideas. It's no longer a battle of, that people have differences of opinions. This is a battle of good and evil. Many of the patterns which we see in the psychological behavior of people who are diabolically influenced, you see those same patterns in the people that are running the government. You can shuffle the chairs on the deck of the Titanic, but it's still going to go down if people don't address this in a spiritual manner.
I'll tell you one thing I've learned over the past several weeks is I will never put my hope or faith in another man ever again. I have an inclination that's already been put out in messaging that the aliens wrote the Bible.
Their goal is to supplant Christianity by an alternative explanation of our origins and things of that sort. Satan is the prince of this world. Satan and the demons are gaining much greater ascendancy over the world, and as they influence the world more and more, they will use people and they will use the things of this world in order to go after the one religion that they know is true. They know, not from faith anymore because they lost their faith, but they know just by deductive reason that this is the true religion. Some people will say, well, demons lie all the time, but not always. Sometimes they're compelled to tell the truth. I convince people that they cannot be separated from the particular good. And then he just looks at me and says, it's how I took Adam and Eve out. It's how I'm taking your church out. It's how I took your government out. He said, it's at the root of every sin and every defect that every human being has. And later he said, it's the cause of mediocrity in every single human being. Once their will becomes fixed in evil, it's irreparable. It can never change. Unlike human beings, we can make stupid choices, but then we can kind of start getting our act together later. God gives us time to work through that process, and then at a certain point when we die, it becomes fixed, and then he either condemns us or he brings us into heaven. So for us, it takes us time to work out our salvation, as St. Paul says, in fear and trembling, work out your salvation. So it takes us time. Whereas the angels, it's a one-shot deal. And so once they make that choice, their will becomes completely fixed. Demons will say, yeah, it was a bad choice, but I'd still do it again, because their wills become fixed in that.
We are now entering a period of incredible ironies. Let us cite but one of these ironies, which is yet in its subtle stages. We will see in our time a maximum effort made to establish irreligion as the state religion. It is actually a new form of paganism, which uses the carefully preserved and cultivated freedoms of Western civilization to shrink freedom.
Spiritual warfare, the entire battlefield is completely controlled by Christ.
several years ago, over a decade ago, I had a suicide attempt. This was the last night I was there, and I walked through the gate, and there's this older gentleman in there. I turn and I square up to him. He immediately read my mind from front to back.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And that's just one example. Do you think that was a guardian angel? Was that God that intervened?
Yeah. A lot of times they'll actually do that.
Do angels kill? I read somewhere that a single angel killed 180,000 in one day.
They can, but they only do it when God tells them to do it.
So if you're willing to find the truth and follow the truth, then you should be willing to defend the truth.
That's right.
What does the final battle look like?